Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. This one starts out, Brent, it tears me up. Let's start with that. Do I really even need to read the rest of this? It tears me up. Tears you up. Okay, let me guess. Again, someone just printed these out for me. I haven't read the rest. I haven't even really scanned it. But the idea here is that you're being oversensitive. You're playing the victim. I'm just guessing. Okay? Haven't read it. Okay? You're being the victim. You want to remain the victim, so you're going to make excuses for why it's so hard for you to overcome whatever this situation is. And it's probably how someone has wronged you, and you don't understand, Brent, you know, I give of myself, and yada, 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 and I get nothing in return. That's because you're giving in order to get something. Okay, I'm going to stop because I want to get into this and see what's going on here. Oh, well, here it is in the very first sentence. A family friend I got to know screwed me over. Sure, because it tears you up. If you didn't tear up, people wouldn't be able to screw you over. I could just end the video right there if I wanted. It's all about your frame of mind. Okay, it's all about indifference, actually. If you didn't care about anything, you'd not be affected by none of what I'm going to read here. None. Do you realize by being attached, I'm going to read this thing, but you're wasting your entire life being attached to stuff I'm sure that isn't that real. In fact, you've probably caused a lot of it by being attached. Right? And it only gets worse if you continue to be attached for the rest of your life. It will only get worse. You'll even be more and more and more miserable. You'll suffer even more. Sounds like a great life. I would do it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm still very bitter about it. And it tears me up to think that I helped this person and they talked bad about me, and now now they look to become successful and famous due to me. What did I just say a minute ago? Yes. So, you should be happy for them. Why? Did you only, and I haven't read the rest, but did you only give them whatever it is that you're going to tell me that you gave them in order to get recognition? In order to be recognized for giving it to them? In order to get recognition? In order to get something for your ego? It's the wrong reason to be giving. You should just be giving to give, not giving to get. Okay? It's another concept I talk about a lot. There's only anxiety attached to wanting to get something and being afraid that you're not going to get it, or being angry when you don't get it. There's no anxiety attached to giving. Okay? None. Unless you want to get from the giving. I think you get that concept, right? Hopefully. Let me outline the incident. Yes, please tell me the story. Okay, and let me just throw in another thing here because it's just coming into my brain right now. There's always the incident. There's always what happens. And then there's the story you tell about it, which is this story you're going to tell me. And then there's what you make what happens or what happened mean. So did you get that? You want me to repeat it? There's always what happens. There's the incident. The thing. Brent, this thing happened. This person did this. And then you'll go on to tell me the story about it. And then after that, it's what you make that incident mean to you. In fact, it doesn't mean this to anyone else except you. So think about that for a minute. The only one suffering here is you. The only one who's playing the victim is you. This person has no idea, probably, unless you've, given them an earful, and they still don't care. It just makes you, when you do that, again, you've heard me say it before, it makes you seem like a wounded animal. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to treat you even worse, not better. So you're not accomplishing anything, okay? When you are blaming them, you are the source of all of this. You are the source of everything that happens and doesn't happen to you. Get it through your head, okay? This guy is in his, I'm going to just read this fast because I know what this is going to say already. This guy is in his early 20s, and I met him through my sibling at the park We got to talking, and after a year of knowing him, I started to introduce him to your work in the community and self-development, and within a month he got a job and told me how all the stuff I gave him was the reason that he got the job, and as time passed, I realized how selfish he was. Again, your interpretation. Okay? He doesn't care, and if you didn't care, none of this would matter to you, and you wouldn't have this problem. You're making yourself miserable, you're making yourself angry. He's not doing it. He's just doing what he's doing. It's your interpretation and your reaction to it that is causing this pain. Okay? You get that? You can apply this to many different parts of life, guys. Okay, one time I asked him for 20 cents, and he said he only had 12 cents. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. Minutes later, he asked if he could just drop by a store where he bought himself a drink. I was shocked. Yeah, because you had expectations. That's why you're shocked. There were other instances of this, but I still gave him material and info as I was trying to be giving. Yes, but only because you wanted to get. Right? I know in your head you're thinking you're giving. And look, if you really believed that this guy was selfish and he was treating you so badly, then just don't give him anything else. Just move on, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you give to give. Someone rarely, on a rare occasion, takes advantage of you. Okay, whatever. Don't be attached to it. Just move on, right? Don't keep putting yourself back in the same situation. All right. But I know where you're going. I get what you're saying with that. Later down the line, I asked for a loan of $40. As I get paid on a weekly basis and had to pay for some bills. He said no, which is fine. Actually, it wasn't fine because that's, or you wouldn't be writing it, okay? And why are you asking him again to do something you know he's not going to do? Does that sound right to you? I mean, secretly, don't you think you know what he's going to do? And yet, you are instigating it so that you once again can be right about it? Right about the fact that he's selfish, or I'm the victim, Brent, you don't understand, I'm shocked. I mean, this guy's taking advantage of me, so selfish. He's totally taking advantage of me. So I asked him to borrow $40. See where I'm going with that? Okay? Look, I know you're asleep at the wheel. I get it, which is why I'm here. Right? To point this stuff out to you so you can get, wake up, so you can, get up to the next level. Okay. I didn't mind, so you said, okay, it's fine, whatever. I didn't mind, but he later told other friends and my siblings that I asked him for $100 and made rude, disrespectful comments about me. So, if you didn't care, none of this would matter. And again, what do you expect him to do? Okay, so here it comes. I confronted him about it in person. He later said, yeah, because confronting him about it, about the stuff that you caused him to do, is really going to help. Anyway, again, guys, you can apply this to any relationship or any type of situation in your life that's like this. Learn from it, okay? He later said there's no point in us arguing because we have lots in common. He made it seem like he didn't start the insults. This guy's now making moves in the music business and has not even invited me to any of the events he does with other friends. Even when he started, he didn't invite me, even though I was giving him all this stuff. I just wanted to share material. Like, you're so angry about this. Like, who cares what he does? Let him do what he does. Do what you do. Very simple to me, okay? You're so angry. It's going to start tearing me up in a minute. I'm going to have to take off these glasses and get some tissue. Come on, guys. Tears me up. I'm never going to forget that, actually. It tears me up. Because all these little taglines you guys give me, they stick in my head, and someday I'll probably be in an institution just going, it tears me up, it tears me up, it tears me up. So then I texted her. I'll be twitching while I do it. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I have to have like 3 therapists just to deal with giving you therapy, and I'm not even a therapist. Okay. So, He even accused me of wanting stuff off him, even though he came to ask me for the material. I suppose this was to make an excuse for his ungratefulness and deceit. I'm really amazed that you keep going on about this. I've learned not to trust people. Yeah, because that's important to do, not trust people. And think twice, as not everyone has good intentions. To be honest, the only thing I wanted to do was help and develop friends, or at least no disrespect. No, you know what? I think what you wanted is you wanted something in return for what you gave. Just a guess. You know, you can email me and tell me I'm completely wrong, but that's just my guess. Or else you wouldn't be so angry that you didn't get it. Right? When you don't want it in the first place and you don't care about getting it, you're never angry when you don't. And most of the time, when you don't go in to get, and you wouldn't be angry if you didn't get, you get. Okay? Another concept you should probably do some deep thinking on in general in your life, or in your guys' life, okay? Okay. I got told by many of his friends that he is selfish anyhow and uses people, but I feel bitter, as he looks to achieve his dreams after I invested so much time in him, just to get slammed. Fine, don't give it back to me. Just don't discredit me after all I did. It's something I find hard to swallow. And then here's the end. The end is in all capital letters, the whole paragraph. You must really be angry about this. Brent, please help. Brent, as this doesn't help me, and I want to move on, but can't. I feel so used. I hate myself because I could tell he was like this, but was so desperate for a friend. Okay, so here it comes out. So desperate for a friend. I have ambitions, too, but always see a future with him being successful and making up stories about me in public to put me down again. What can be done? Revenge? Seriously, did you just write that? I mean, you didn't put LOL behind it, so seriously? No revenge. So don't do that. Please don't do that. I mean, yeah. Like everything I just said is so clear right now. You know, you wanted something. You're desperate for a friend. But you know what? If you really were coming from a good place and wanted to be a true friend, again, what I said earlier is applicable. You wouldn't care. You would have gave in order to give. You wouldn't expect anything in return, and whatever happens, you just go with it. Because that's what friends do. That's what good friends do. You know, that's what people do who you know, they give what they want to receive in return. If you are giving in order to get, people can feel that, and they're just not going to give stuff to you most of the time. I mean, yeah, once in a while you'll get it, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just really crazy. So I hope you get this whole idea. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this that I've not already said. But, you know, guys, look, give to give. And this applies to even more than just this situation. You could use it towards your social life. Let's say you're going out and your whole point of going out socially is to get laid, get phone numbers, get acknowledgement, get a girlfriend, get a wife, right? Get numbers, whatever it is that you guys want to get. And it's never about giving. You're always going to be disappointed. I mean, your whole life will be about suffering and misery. Because again, you're not giving to give. You're giving to get. So if you're going out and you decide that you're going to help people have a good time, but you're doing it in order to get laid or in order to get, you know, to be able to give out, to be able to, you know, get a girlfriend or whatever, it's not going to work. You got to bring that with you. You got to come in as that, as the giving person. Okay. So anyway, we'll talk about a lot of this in another video. Anyway, I hope that helps. So snap out of it, and let me know how the situation works out for you. I'll talk to you later.